I took a simulated loss because our game disconnected in the last week, and I didn't feel like replaying. So I'm at 5-4. So I have 2 simulated losses on my record.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And able to hold it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Just got to force tight throws. That's all you can do. It's all you can do.
for
job.
Kareem Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the
Just try to
play, and it's
play a
second
little bit of
down.
press to obstruct the release on the quarter side.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
This one does not matter.
There, and it's enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt.
That's not terrible.
4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a toss right side for Hunt.
There we go.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Good job, fellas.
4th down.
Good job.
Arizona's defense does its job. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be for 56 yards out.
Hey, AJ, what's going on?
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Sims. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
That's the run.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Check 53. We want this. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go.
They'll run here with Sims. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside hill. And he's going to have this pretty close
The
to
run
a
is there.
first
Gotta
down
take the
as
run.
The tackle is made at the Niners' 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah. Well, the Colts with Wentz wouldn't be a bad thing.
Check 53. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Alert 3. Alert 3.
First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check your hot read.
What the heck is this?
From the gun, Murray. And
Had my choice there. He was just horribly aligned. He should have called timeout.
DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
I gave him every chance to audible or to get out of that or to do something.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
All right, same thing. Show some.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
That was completed. That was completed.
A big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now that's one.
I have an X-factor safety in the middle of the field, and that was completed.
Explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Why do I bother sometimes, I tell myself.
1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes
Job.
it to Hunt.
Perfect.
5 yards on first down.
Excellent.
1 yard pickup there on second.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is
These snap throws, my
Looks
God.
like the second empty possession to start the
I
game.
pressed triangle, but it was he snapped it so fast I couldn't react.
Last week, every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
On the return is Sims.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys
I'll take the ground shot game. That's the way it's going to be.
Think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now.
Take what's
the
given.
number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Say. Check, 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 check. Easy, quiver.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
Outside zone.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, in our years
Again,
together,
you know, a game like this, when I'm being shown run looks like that, I gotta take them.
Confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because
it's the run and shoot, not the shoot and shoot.
They're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
For those of you watching at home.
Murray now on first down.
Oh, wow. Okay. Win one, lose one. Again, it's a shot I'll take every single time. Maybe should have high pointed that, but other than that, I mean, I saw that safety go to the middle of the field. I knew I had one-on-one there. And I'll take that chance every single time.
This one winds up being intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw now in his own end zone. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a chance I'm willing to take there.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
Okay, so far so good.
He'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Jesus, how do you...
Be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be
that
out
is
of bounds,
terrible.
but able to get it up past the 45.
Now, how about this throw?
Makes no sense. How do you just lose leverage like that?
You know the timing's got to be correct
for no
on this
reason.
one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On play action, they'll throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Again, where's my X factor middle of the field safety with deep in?
A good pickup there.
That's what I want to know. Where is he?
'49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I mean, got nothing to say about that drive.
For the extra point.
Oops, gotta shake it off and score again.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Just throwing the post route right to the middle of the field, safety. No care in the world.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yep, just shake it off and keep playing.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Okay. Backer deep middled.
40 at the 38
Double
yard
buzz.
line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Sims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This should go.
Murray now on 1st down.
Yep, had it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
All right, no problem.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back.
Need a tick
not just his
more
off-season,
time.
but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, screen play, Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down.
Yeah, you screwed yourself there. I knew you were in cover
Able
2.
to find Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And even in Madden, that safety cannot get from the middle of the hash to the deep half.
Taking the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now, come on. Punish bad reads over the middle of the field. Please. I got 2 really good safeties. Play something.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete.
God damn it. Had the free rec and the deep middle of the field safety, and that still almost got there, or the middle of the field.
It's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job.
Christ almighty.
Enforcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
No, that time must be too much time.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Again, another middle of the field throw before that touchdown pass. And I had a shallow deep defender, middle of the field defender, and the deep middle of the field defender. I barely got a knockout out of it.
Offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Throwing again. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
I don't know how he did not get behind him.
Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Again,
they have to like what they've done
had what I wanted
here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he was in la-la land.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. Now Murray again. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And it's caught.
Dusting off T.Y. Hilton.
Down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Sims on the run. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Good job, good job, good job, gentlemen.
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket.
They got the back to the strong side.
For these types of situations, what can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 2nd and 4. Throwing deep for Galladay.
Let's go. Finally. Finally, you step up, my damn superstar corner. With abilities. Makes a play. Thank you.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but
I mean, how sad is it they have to rely on that? I mean, just do your friggin' job. You got 90-man coverage. Play like it.
Those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Tempo it here a little bit.
Miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards there and a first down.
53, check 53.
Now they run with Sims.
Ooh, I got tight end on the field.
For an opening,
I don't want that.
There. He'll get
Let's
it
get
to
a
the
timeout.
49. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Definitely don't want that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Murray.
Ah, come on,
And that'll
Izzy.
be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
4 drop.
Check 53 left. Check 53 left.
On 3rd down, Murray. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Check. Watch 54. Tackles. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds.
Go, Izzy, go.
Down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting
I got fortunate there. I did a pass lead to the outside, and hopefully that would work.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. SOS.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And
beautiful.
He is into the end zone.
Perfection.
Arizona taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your
All right,
defense
no
feels
cheap
much
points
better
before the
too,
half now,
having
please.
that lead.
47 seconds with 3 timeouts is a long time in Madden.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
I mean, he can still run the ball here, for example.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Exactly what he did.
But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk,
No more.
This is a big decision here.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Get over here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Pick that off.
He threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not
throw out a sack.
That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
All right, kept him in bounds.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, a defensive tackle doing his job?
As he's brought down at the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
You ain't going to burn me.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted.
Wow. Interesting. So nice to have cover 9 back against trips.
Yeah, we dominate today.
I wonder if he got an inaccurate pass there because of the pressure of Chandler Jones. The pressure inaccurate, probably did.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice.
Izzy's having a day, huh?
Guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Sims. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Press down.
Murray now. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up.
PI. Got 2 big bodies out there.
Down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none.
First down, Murray.
Didn't have it there.
He'll go down. Back at the 26-yard
Ran the right route. Just the linebacker got there.
Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive
That's where not having a
tackle
escape artist
spot.
hurts.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buds.
From the shotgun now. Here's an
That's
inside
going to be holding, isn't it?
And flags come in as he gets forward
Yes,
for
it is.
about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
I don't think it's a positive that we can predict the penalty with near 100% success when a penalty flag is thrown, when a penalty is called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following.
I don't think that's a positive.
To throw, it's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the
Hope your buddy Pouncey's out.
In order for a screen
Mr.
pass
Stim.
to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
How do I want to play this here?
Mike 54. Man, I got you. Watch the edge.
he's going to back out of that, surely.
On third down, it's Sims, and he'll go down at the 28.
Someone else got hurt?
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights.
It's up, it's good.
Right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now
That will require a depth chart change.
go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running
Not
game?
bad.
It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I can live with
that
that.
one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender to grab.
Let me tackle him, please.
Point there as they were able to connect. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
No, come on.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Ah!
Can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. but instead it falls down incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will close the gap down to 14. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one.
Conspiracy theorists unite.
Right up like a pro.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're
all right,
thinking,
the back up bat that backs up the back.
Right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground.
What does my guard do?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
Lord in heaven.
Down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Of course.
That one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't
Had the
a fumble
completion
as
too.
he got hit as he threw it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Yeah, it's closer, though. You can't complain.
For it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row,
I mean, he was caught biting down hard.
I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw on third down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw.
Had what I wanted.
Pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Stop
and hit
pulling me into blockers, please. I greatly appreciate it.
That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
Yeah, it just got clipped just barely.
Nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Let's go. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Got to play that much better than that, Mr. Dean. Much, much better.
Just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw now on first down.
Thank you.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Again, it's Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Did a high pass on there. He just overthrew it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
Let's go.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Kind of hard to play 4-minute offense with 11 minutes left in the game. It's a little bit difficult, Charles.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. And let's pin the mirrors, but check 24, check 24.
They go to Johnson again.
I tell you, these pulling guards need some work. Clint.
12 yards there and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Come on. Two, easy.
Murray's going to keep it on the option.
And this one goes
Okay.
nowhere.
They can play that.
On the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Murray, he'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll get it into enemy
might have had the
territory
corner
just
out there
across
if I
midfield at
stuck
the
with it.
49.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go, baby. Check 99. Check 99.
I stay in it.
Shotgun now from Murray.
Oh, wow. That was some shenanigans.
It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of
2-minute
separation
animations.
there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
Okay, that's
too
fine.
much to handle on the other side in this one.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know what would be awesome is for Chandler Jones to come out and play a little bit. I'd greatly appreciate that.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, 52.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught left side, Williams. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
Jesus, look at this god-awful alignment.
Running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And because of that, I'm out of position because I have to freaking...
Secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't
Dumb.
give up
Just
any big
dumb.
plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Pressure inaccurate got him there.
First down there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Get over here. Okay.
And this one incomplete.
All right, Byron Murphy, you're earning your paycheck today.
That one, and it's third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
Humor me and work coverage shading.
I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he holds
all right, well, he won one. That's like the only one he's won all game long.
San Francisco. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Took him a long time to get down there, at least.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right, tick-tock goes the clock. To chain a couple of first downs, we're just fine.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check safety.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Right here.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Do what you do.
All right, should be all over but the crying.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That's way too far away. That game's not coming out till another 2 years.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I might talk about what I think of the news and what I expect them or hope that they do with the game. That game's coming out, what? They said in 22?
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you then. Yeah, I'll do that.
On second down,
I've kind of put it off.
Pass.
He's been using any timeouts?
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Wow, Jags and the Saints in a shootout, eh?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just
this playbook will not work in mud unless you have a hot route master QB. And even then, it's going to be very, very hard.
But it's still 8 up time.
You've got to be able to hot route to multiple crossers.
It's not mission accomplished. It's darn close.
And put your back on angle routes and all that stuff.
This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And there's not a lot of double moves in this playbook either. There's like 2 of them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones
Chandler
in there to drop him as that clock continues
to
run.
I mean, Regs,
so
you
much
can
for
still run it.
The tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. It got his man. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is into
How stupid is that?
Touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Now this game looks much closer than it was.
The football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because
all right, so we get the 6 and 4.
Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cardinals, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6 and 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3 and 7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Threw 4 picks. We threw 1 in the red zone. This little stinker getting hurt annoys me. Isabella with a big day. And Chandler Jones with the sack. Cody Barton had 2 sacks. And my corners had an INT apiece, 2 sacks, 2 INTs. I mean, this is just nonsense right here. I mean, that's just dumb. I think this was just a one-on-one shot. Yeah, that's all it was. He didn't get too many of those after like the first quarter or so. I was just getting man coverage there. Big play in the game here. Just deep run through. I don't know what the hell what is the vertical hook doing? Why is he coming down on that? Why? Why? This has been a problem with cover 2 all year long. You want them to throw that. You don't come up to cover a 4-yard route. You drop to your depth. If it's thrown underneath, you run like hell and make them wish you hadn't caught it by popping him in the mouth. You got to protect the seam a little bit in order to give the linebacker an idea of what's going on, and two, a little bit of protection. I was thrown into 3 dudes. Didn't really have much time to do anything. Just got hit almost right away. Good job by Mr. Dean here staying home. This is a cut check out of quarters. Transition's not the best by the safety, but him staying home, he throws it right to him. Byron Murphy won that one. What the hell happened here? False step. Delay transition. Oh, what are you doing? That's ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Ugly. Single high safety being useless once again. Way too late. Yeah, just couldn't get underneath that in time. I played hard flat there. Again, not enough depth in this drop. They just have this burning desire to come down on underneath routes for no reason. How does this happen? Anyway, that is that. All right, so we get to 6-4. We're first in the division due to tiebreaker. And we have the mighty Carolina Panthers next. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all later. Peace.